And racing, Bohannon stepped fairly well, but Corborn Douse beat it out, and those two favourites sheer up the lead. Then Denali, followed through by Working Poppy, Homebush Pippi, Kilimanjaro, Gummy Gumster, and last of all is Dark Witch. Bohannon gets underneath Corborn Douse. They come to the corner, Threadings back then to Denali, back and behind them to Homebush Pippi and Gummy Gumster. Up they come, Corborn Douse finishes the better. Corborn Douse over the top of Bohannon, and making it a white dog trifecta, Denali. Then we had Gummy Gumster home in fourth spot. Back and behind those runners then we had Homebush Pippi and Working Poppy, Kilimanjaro and Dark Witch. Good battle of favourites, but the upright favourite came out on top, Corborn Douse, and he had to work for his win, and he did it well too over Bohannon. What did they clock today? A 17.77, so really in their careers they're running pretty good time, and it's cool here today too, and we had lots of rain this morning. Here comes the bunny, the set. Racing, Lord de Air is slow. Little Miss Picky goes to the lead, and Dogger Dennis got out well. Lord de Air hunts the inside, is going to get a dream run through, though. Skeleton Witch trying to follow it through. It gets checked going forward. Nick a Century round the outside. They'll be followed well back on the race. I Can't disappearing. Homebush Celia's well back, so too Bruce. Lord de Air is left well in front of Nick a Century. Lord de Air, Nick a Century, Dogger Dennis. I Can't has gone up for fourth, then Homebush Celia. Back behind those runners then we had Bruce and Little Miss Picky. And Skeleton Witch, who was just driving into fourth across the top, has been checked and ended up at the tail of the field. Oh, she's done it easily enough. Lord de Air, she didn't jump well, but the good fortune for her was that Little Miss Picky never comes down hard enough on the rail. Little Miss Picky has got great speed for 50 metres. She just can't seem to go around this corner. And they race. Benji stepped nicely. Corborn Wales and Alamein Blonde out nicely as well. They'll be followed by Indefinite Order wide with into the fray. Now Banjo's Retreat's going to get a nice run through on the inside. He's gone right through to second time for what, trying to follow it through. Into the fray's been shuffled well back with Alamein Blonde, and I'm a catch back last. Benji on the bunny though, out by about 3. Banjo's Retreat looks to be a threat. Corborn Wales there as well. Then we've got time for what? Further back in the race then to Alamein Blonde. I'm a catch. Further back then we've got into the fray Indefinite Order on the corner here and kicking strongly. Corborn Wales goes past Banjo's Retreat. Corborn Wales from Banjo's Retreat. Alamein Blonde did very good job to run third, then time for what? Benji finished behind that, and it really faded, and it fell after the line too. Further back then we had I'm a catch into the fray in Indefinite Order. Corborn Wales scores again. Matt Roberts gets an early double. Banjo's Retreat saved ground at the first bend, got right into the race. Benji in front, and he looked good for a good while. Banjo's Retreat shoved him out of the way. He actually fell after the line. Benji was getting pretty tired. Racing, Wine Time, a fair break. Opehu Flyer legs it to the lead though, and Good Time Helen came out fast as well, and so too Blazers Corporal. Then we've got Wine Time, the inside. Clampers trying to run through the inside of Sam's Flyer Norm. Well back in the race to Black Magic Rock, and also Akanagua up to the corner they come. Opehu Flyer still in front, charging after it. Blazers Corporal. Opehu Flyer sees it through today from Blazers Corporal. Wine Time, Good Time Helen was fourth, and that'd be followed by Clamped. Back and behind those runners then we had Sam's Flyer Norm. Akanagua was well back with Black Magic Rock. Good on her, Opehu Flyer. She deserves another win. She puts herself in the race. Well, today she's scampered clear and not come back to them. She's run 17.78. They're licking along on the surface today, which is actually quickened up with all the rain we've had earlier in the day. And we're under leaden skies here now. 10.80 the run home. and they race, and Fashion and Fame has been beaten to the jump here by Wall Age. Coming across them would have been Come On Mickey early, and poking between runners two would have been Boston Spirit as they get around the first bend. Fashion and Fame's got to the lead. Corborn Bright's well back in the pack though, about third last. The only runners behind it are Gucci Rush and also Tamari Style. Down the back goes the Lure with Fashion and Fame on its tail and not much else. Wall Age is running second. They'll be followed then by Boston Spirit. They'll be followed through by Amy Wineglass. Corborn Bright is trying to recover, the others in a race of their own. Up comes Fashion and Fame, a mile clear of Wall Age. Fashion and Fame, Wall Age. Boston Spirit makes it a 1-2-3. Corborn Bright did well to get that close as fourth. And they'd be followed back then after a gap by Amy Wineglass and Come On Mickey, Tamari Style and Gucci Rush. And the time on the board is 30 and 24. Didn't have to run so fast today. Not the best of beginnings. Probably a slower lead up, you would have to think, but dominated the race nonetheless and comfortably clear. Racing, Reba Lauder gets out nicely, so does MacGyver Rama, and Calamity Sue's there early, and Kiss of Death is poking up the middle, then Homebush Misha and Trap Wide as Corborn Bow. MacGyver Rama's got away by about 8 here. Driving after it would have been Show 'em Baby. Thrill on the inside then to Reba Lauder between runners Kiss of Death and then Homebush Misha, but easily in here MacGyver Rama. Second to go by was Show 'em Baby, and that'd be followed across then by probably Kiss of Death there ahead of Homebush Misha. Back and behind those runners then Calamity Sue, Reba Lauder. They got jammed up in the piece with Corborn Bow. Was it the outsider? Yes, it was. MacGyver Rama off the back of a non-tote win at Manawatu has done the job. It won the break, it got to the lead, and while the other 6 just pretty much jammed up. Racing, Homebush Limbo came out running, and Witch Misty going fast too, followed through then by Hey You, Vision and Power around the outside. They'll be followed back through then by Homebush Lucifer. War on Terrace, no chance back there. Nora's Toxic Revenge and Joey's Secret up to the corner. And in front, Homebush Limbo trying hard here. The inside is Homebush Lucifer. It's got the winning run. Homebush Lucifer through and beats Homebush Limbo. War on Terror did ever so well to run third. Then Toxic Revenge, Witch Misty. Further back to Hey You, Vision and Power and Joey's Secret. Homebush Lucifer coming right through on the inside. He did this, what was it, 3 starts back. He came from last when there was all sorts going on up front. And today, picked them up. Last away again, but gets to the rail, starts to run hard the rail. War on Terror has followed him through. And racing, and he's out slow again. Magic Arrow bolts straight to the lead, and Speedy Feet is coming with it. Then 10.1 and Botany Dave, followed through by That's King, Thrilling Ava. Allegro Max will have to be very, very good from there. And back last of all is Noaki Hurricane. Into the back, and Magic Arrow about to be swallowed up by 10.1 driving the inside, and up and around the outside to Botany Dave. They'll be followed back then by Speedy Feet still in the race. They'll be followed Allegro Max starting to drive home with Thrilling Ava. Further back then is That's King and Noaki Hurricane. Up to the corner they come, and 10.1 is in front. Trying hard is Botany Dave. 10.1, Thrilling Ava late. 10.1 fell in from Thrilling Ava and Botany Dave, and they'd be followed close up then by Speedy Feet home in 4th spot. Then we had Allegro Max. Magic Arrow was disappointing after leading early. Noaki Hurricane back with that, and That's King. He hasn't won in an age, this dog, 10.1. His last one was at Cambridge. It was, about March? Good sprint the other day, and today, once he's found the lead, he's been tenacious. Racing, our Jack Attack was slow, and so too was All in Berlin, and getting back to Hermione Baxter, and up front it's Big Fat Gypsy in front. Felia trying to slingshot them round the outside. All in Berlin gets a dream run underneath our Jack Attack, and now the leading pair. Cosmic Rascal runs into third, then Big Fat Gypsy. Up comes All in Berlin, gets a saloon passage and wins from our Jack Attack. Big Fat Gypsy third, Cosmic Rascal fourth. Then Felia couldn't get around them. And back with that too, we had Allegro Chaser, never in the call. Back with that was Azure Dreams and Hermione Baxter. She was a lucky girl, All in Berlin, but she's got the ability to cash in. 1768, she can run faster, but she was slow off the lids, and somehow she's got underneath them, which is not necessarily her go. Run home 1066, she can get home all right. Racing, Smash Allegro begins well. Alamein Jara, fair break. Indiana Izmir showing early speed, and Ritza Danny's trying to get across them. Round that first bend, Smash Allegro comes out in front by about 3 from Alamein Jar. Running into third there would have been Wallace Ladd, and they'd be followed through by Ritza Danny, finds the rail. Behind them then to Tofino. Indiana Izmir got shuffled. Further back to Croissant and Girl Pride. Smash Allegro by 6 on Alamein Jar. Then Ritza Danny. Further back in the race, we've got Tofino running on a shade. Indiana Izmir. Up comes Smash Allegro from Ritza Danny. Smash Allegro, Ritza Danny, Alamein Jar, a bold run. Tied for fourth between Indiana Izmir to Fino. Further back then to Croissant. Wallace Ladd dropped out, and Girl Pride's the last in. Set them up in front. Smash Allegro. I see Ritza Danny went favourite again, right on tote close there, and Smash Allegro's ended up paying a fairly handy amount here. Opened up a big lead round that first bend when 1 or 2 got shuffled. And racing, YOY, midfield out's got some work to do. Kazillion bounds out and B-Rabbit goes with it. YOY pushing forward around the outside to Narahoy, and driving through the inside was Hannibal Lecter. Further back in the race then Opawa, Lean Meat getting well back. Another Jewel and Stiff Drink is back with them as they swing the corner. Out wide on the track, striding to the lead, Narahoy to score again. Narahoy is in from B-Rabbit, that was bold. Fresh Up is followed through then by YOY, just third I'd say, ahead of Hannibal Lecter. Back and behind those runners then to Kazillion. Stiff Drink was well back, so too was another Jewel, and Opawa, Lean Meat not in the hunt. Narahoy does it again. Gee, there was a lot of pressure in that race. Narahoy's got around them all. Racing, Homebush Crash beaten out here by Whitey's gone and away on the outside. Inazuma gets out well. Call Me Ralph is trying to poke up. So's Allegro Master squeezing through, and now Blue and Curly gets into his work. Homebush Crash is trying to run hard the rail. Further back to Caesar Queen, and Alpaca's gone back to last. Around the corner it's Whitey's gone. Allegro Master driving hard the inside. Allegro Master, Whitey's gone. Blue and Curly third, and a close-up fourth Inazuma, and closer into Homebush Crash. Then Call Me Ralph, Caesar Queen, and Alpaca. Ripping finish the last. 17:52 the winning time. Allegro Master makes it for the day for Lisa Ahern. Driving hard underneath Whitey's gone, who's gone another very big race. Blue and Curly to third. Inazuma, the veteran, still racing well.